So let me ask you guys a serious question. What happens to Dodge if Ford actually makes a four-door V8 Mustang before Dodge gets a V8 back into the Charger? Because if you've been following the news, Ford just trademarked the Mach 4 name, and it looks like they are seriously working on a four-door Mustang, probably with a V8 engine in it. And what if I told you that if Dodge doesn't get their act together soon, Ford might eat their lunch and Dodge could be in serious trouble when it comes to muscle car fans craving the return of V8 engines. The weather's warming up, which means it is time to bring your favorite ride out of hibernation. And what better way to kick off the season than by saving up to 15% off on the top aftermarket accessories for your muscle car, pony car, truck, or SUV. My friends at Just Bolt-Ons and DragRacingWheels.com have you covered. Use my promo code BUTTER at checkout, and if you need some sticky Mickeys, you got till March 31st to save up to $100 on a set of tires. So don't wait, hit up my friends at Just Bolt-Ons and DragRacingWheels.com, where the best deals online just got even better. Now I'm over 40,000 friends, and there's 65% of you guys who are watching me but not yet subscribed. Dodge is pushing Charger Daytona EV and the inline 6 Hurricane Power 6-pack Chargers, but there is no official V8, no official Hemi, nothing confirmed for the real muscle car fans who just want a V8 back. But let's just be real, people are not happy with this decision. Reviews are already trashing the Charger Daytona, and the Hurricane Inline 6 is still an unproven in a car, especially when Ram sales are tanking in the first year that the 5.7 Hemi will drop from his lineup. And as I said it before, I believe that the cheapest new Charger will start somewhere around $45,000, and that's because they don't want to put the Pentastar in the next generation car. And if you want the Hurricane high output car, you're looking at $60,000 and only a two-door trim, and for some reason they won't put it in the four-door model. Meanwhile, Ford is over there plotting against Dodge. Not only will they still have the two-door Mustang with a V8, but now they're likely to launch a four-door muscle car sedan from the Mustang, which is absolutely could crush Dodge if it comes out with a V8 first. If Ford prices four-door V8 Mustang around $40,000 to $45,000, it's cheaper than Dodge's inline 6-pack Charger. I don't know who's gonna buy the Dodge over that, because if you had to choose between a real Mustang V8 with four doors and a four-door Hurricane 6 Charger that costs basically the same amount of money, it's the same size as a Grand Cherokee L, it sounds worse. And it doesn't give you that classic muscle car feel, because that four-door car is not going to do rear-wheel drive only mode based on what engineers said in videos.
So yeah, we 420 horse, so that'll kind of be the entry four-door.
Gotcha. Oh, that'll be price-wise loading the RT?
Yeah, okay, yeah, so. And then the HO version will be the two-door only, and that'll be 550 horse, all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive button, and kind of fall in between the lineup of performance of like the RT and the Scat Pack.
Because let's not forget, Dodge is being really weird right now by not even admitting that a V8 will fit in a new Charger, and not necessarily denouncing that it won't fit in there either. Because we've all seen the articles where they refuse to say that the Hemi will fit inside of the car, and we've seen the Dodge CEO Matt McAleer hint about V8s coming but won't confirm anything.
I wouldn't say that it won't handle a V8. What I'll tell you is that there's been nothing that is done to date. But if you look back at the previous generation of muscle cars and all the powertrain iterations over the years, we started out with a 3.5 and a 6.1, and then we went to a 3.6 and a 5.7 and a 6.4 and a 6.2 Hellcat, 6.2 Demon, 6.2 Red Eye, 6.2 Demon 170. We continue to innovate, and we continue to find ways to bring more to market. So that's the beauty of this platform.
Not a no. That's good. Okay.
That's the beauty of this platform. It can handle a lot of different.
Gotcha.
So Dodge is playing games while Ford might swoop in and drop a four-door V8 Mustang grenade right on top of them. And if you really think about it, this could be the death blow for Dodge's dominance in the muscle car world. Because if Ford has a two-door and a four-door V8, both affordable, and Dodge only has an EV, the inline 6, how do you keep people from jumping ship from Dodge to Ford? especially when you consider how many fans are still furious about the dealership markups on the last call models and the cancellation of the Hellcat cars. The four-door V8 Mustang potentially can take all of the Charger's inline 6 and EV customers once people start to hear how the new Chargers are farther than going down the road. The two-door Mustang is expected to get a GT500 replacement by next year, so where is the SRT Charger at? And also, if Ford makes a four-door GT500 Mustang, that's not going to be very good for Dodge because, like I said earlier, the four-door Charger is only going to have 420 horsepower, not the 550 horsepower engine that's going to be in the two-door version of the Charger. So I'm just saying. Oh yeah, but let's also not forget as well that Ford already sells an 800 horsepower Mustang GT, because you can go to Ford Performance and actually get a blower from a supercharger kit installed with a factory warranty, something that Dodge still has not figured out how to do, even though they got direct connection and power brokers dealers.
We're also going to roll out 2 programs, one all new and one a legend that's always been lurking in the shadows. This year we'll launch Dodge Power Brokers and we'll bring back direct connection.
So meanwhile, while Dodge is sitting here saying that V8s isn't something that's being ruled out or something that's not coming to the Dodge Charger, we already know that Stellantis has no real choice but to bring out V8s to save their bacon, because Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram is done without those engines. But even if Ford does not bring out a GT500 replacement, either two-door or four-door, they are still selling 800 plus horsepower Mustangs already, because let's not forget, Ford already sells an 810 or 800 horsepower Mustang GT when a customer goes to Ford Performance to get a supercharger kit installed with a factory warranty, and that is something that Dodge still cannot figure out, even though they have direct connection and power brokers. What's the point of having those 2 programs if you're not going to have supercharger kits like I recommended in this video right here? A lot of people, their last straws when they felt left out to dry with overpriced last call cars by these dealerships, and Dodge didn't really do anything to help the situation out. No power dollars, nothing like that to alleviate some of the nonsense these dealers were doing. And now customers having to deal with these overpriced Hurricanes and EVs, because it's kind of crazy, $85,000 for a Charger Daytona EV that cannot even beat $60,000 cars. I'm just saying. If Ford does this right and makes the Mustang two-door and four-door affordable, every muscle car fan on a budget could jump ship over to Ford to jump into a Mustang. And good luck trying to win them back, Dodge, because Ford never sold out and dropped V8s. But Dodge should announce that a 5.7 liter Hemi is coming back in the Charger, and I think they should do it sooner rather than later, or even just tease it. Announce that maybe a high output, 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi Charger SRT is in the works sometime for either 2026 or 2027, whatever, as a real rival to an 800 plus horsepower Mustang GT 500 that could come out, or even just the upgraded Mustang GT, the dark horse that customers can get when they get a supercharger kit from Ford Performance. Because I mean, to me, honestly, Dodge was at its best when it used to love to tease horsepower numbers in the clocks or other fun Easter eggs to tease what is coming next, to get people excited and people talking again about Dodge.
Now that's how Dodge makes an entrance. This is the new Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. And you're probably thinking, that's it, the show's over, let's get some shrimp and a couple Coronas. Well, the truth is, we haven't shared the real meat of this story yet.
And speaking of fun, make sure that you bring out cheap, affordable budget V8 cars that people can actually afford. None of this nonsense of having, $80,000 Scat Packs and $60,000 Charger RTs. I wish those Scat Pack RT names was reserved for the actual ICE version of the car. I think that's just a waste of great trim models. And Sixpack name, they're gonna be so confusing. You're gonna be having, like, later on this year, hey, I got a Charger Sixpack. Hey, which version of Sixpack you got? You got a standard output or the high output version, right? I mean, that's just some of the most dumbest numbering or naming schemes that I just don't get it. Like, I wish they would have just basically just called the EV just a Dodge Charger Daytona EV. Stage 1, stage 2, be done with it. Because not that many people was expected to buy that car in the first place. But I just hope that if Dodge brings the V8 back, make it affordable that people can actually afford. None of this over $60,000 base price nonsense for a 500 horsepower vehicle. Ford. Dark horse. Whew. Is it just me? Whew. Golly. But let me tell you this. If Ford drops a 4-door V8 Mustang sedan, drops the price of the 2-door Mustang as well, Dodge is going to need more than just an inline 6 and an EV to survive. But what do you guys think? Will a V8 4-door Ford Mustang kill the Dodge Charger 4-door sedan? Can Dodge survive if they don't bring the Hemi back sooner rather than later? Will these cars with these V8s in them actually sell if they are priced too high? Would you buy a Mustang sedan if it was actually a choice with a V8 over a Hurricane inline 6 Charger? Or does Dodge need a mid-sized Challenger to swoop in and destroy the Mustang? And you can check out that video. Oh, what? Right here. Yeah, it's right here. Check out that video right here. And until the next time, I'm out.